to get a win. Wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Bad offense against bad defense. The play looked as ugly as you'd imagine.
Pass to Kamari. Back to Simons. Now here's Sharp, covered by MP. And it's blocked by Davis.
That's what happens when you challenge Davis.
And so it's Dallas making this game a...
With the score, your Trailblazers, 33. The Mavericks, 82.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Well, you look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he's been everywhere.
He's been on the attack, playing hard and going right to the rim.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Anthony Simons out there with Sharp. Then there's Avdia, then there's Klingon, and it's Kamari in at the three. That's the group starting the second half for Chauncey Billups. Irving, the pass to MP. Here's Davis. Count it. Davis has got 12 points in the game.
And you could forget the jumpers right now, AD. Keep going inside, big fella.
Pass to Kamari. Avdia outside. The Mavericks pull it in. When this one's in the books, they'll be off to Sacramento, taking on the Kings. That'll be the third stop of this four-game trip.
Okay, young fella. Look, I'll tell you this. Do not test Donovan Klingon. They just learned that the hard way.
And it's Simons missing.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
You know, you just love to start the second half this way. What a play call.
Halftime talks can go all over the board, but right there coming out, that's the way you want to start the half. Be aggressive.
Sharp. Gafford grabs the miss.
1 for 4 in the second half. Just trying to get into a rhythm.
And he lays it up and in. 17 points in the game.
Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
Irving against Simons. From 11 feet away, and he hits the jump shot.
This close in, Simons is consistent. The defense really can't allow him to find that look.
Irving, the pass to MP. Now Washington. Pass to Irving. 11 feet out, and it's Dallas scoring again.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
It's Sharp on the wing, covered by MP. Sharp, no good.
Perfect timing to rise up and challenge the shot inside.
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Now here's Davis. He's got 12. Basket counts. Davis has got 14 points.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Pass to Klingon. Here's Sharp. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Gafford. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. Here's Davis. It falls again. He's now 8 for 12 from the floor. The Trailblazers have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Avdia. Excellent D there from Davis. And Dallas with possession. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace to the wing, right side. Washington, right side. Outside for Irving. Shoots over Simons. Another one falls for Dallas.
And Irving is so difficult to stay with in the pick and roll. The moment he gets that kind of room, he's going to pull.
Pass to Klingen. Back to Simons. Sharp against MP. Sharp. Mavericks with a rebound. Gafford's got 7 rebounds in the game. Davis, the pass to MP. Outside Irving. Fires from deep. Another 3 for Dallas.
And he could really beat you up from deep. Irving, such a sharp shooter.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Looking to get back on track. There's Simons with a 3. Portland again missing.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
And Irving gets it to go. Irving's got 41.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Here's Sharp on the take, and it's blocked by Davis.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Well, you have to like what you've seen from them defensively. They've done well contesting shots and have managed to come away with some blocks too.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
A new day. The Spurs' Victor Wembanyama said a few years back it was more of a guards game, but now it's come back to a big men's game. We've got guys all around the league who do a lot of stuff despite being very tall. It's the way the game changes. You just have to adapt. Brian, the gauntlet has been thrown.
And I like it. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. To the paint. Back to MP. Pass to Irving. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. So far, he's made all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4. So for Dallas, Lively, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Thompson comes in for Washington, and Dante Exum subbed in for MP. Avdia, he's checked in for Walker. Kamara comes in for Grant, and Anthony Simons subbed in for Banton. Here's Henderson. Brent, you've spent some time in front offices. How much more do teams rely on analytics now versus even a decade ago?
Oh, a massive amount, BA, but there are a lot of teams that are still aren't there. I think it's a constant battle about how far you're going to push, leaning into the numbers. But with all these net ratings and the ways that you can start to digest what it is that guys are producing on the floor, teams are getting smarter and smarter.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. On the court right now for Dallas. They've got Williams. Daniel Gafford is out there with Najee Marshall. Then it's MP, and it's Exum in at the 3, the small forward. Portland has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Off with the layup. Dallas has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Williams passes to MP. Now here's Williams. Tight defense on him. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Exum. Oh, it's blocked by Williams.
Be careful whenever Williams is roaming nearby. So skilled at getting to those rejections.
And some changes here for Portland. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Avdia, and it's Ben in for Henderson. And here's Simons outside. Williams grabs the board. And Williams has got the ball here for the Dallas Mavericks. Launches it. Hits the trifecta. Williams has got 11 points here in the second half.
And what a turnaround from the first half. I mean, he's been incredible here in the second half.
There's Simons with a 3. Knocks it down from distance.
Here in the second half, you see they've gone to the long ball to try to keep up.
Marshall passes to MP. And a vital mission for the NBA, mental health. Commissioner Silver has said it's the most important issue for the league.
And I applaud Adam for those comments he's made about it. I mean, the season is so difficult. It can really take a toll on your mind. So it's great the league is trying to help players out through this. This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Benton. The Trailblazers rebound.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
They have hit the boards hard this half. Those second chance points are mounting up.
Well, the Trailblazers shooting around 53% in the fourth. To the middle. And Williams gets the bucket on the assist by MP.
Assisted by
MP's got assist number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Benton. Williams defending. And here's Grant from the arc. Gafford grabs the miss. Gafford's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Outside, Williams. MP outside. Exum outside. Pass to MP from 18 feet away. That one drops for him.
Oh, MP. He got that tweener working.
Well, Portland's shooting just 37% so far in this one. And here's Simons outside. Knocks down the triple. Simons got 6 in the quarter.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. And you got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Williams passes to MP. 1:44 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Gafford. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. That gives him a double-double.
A hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
And here's Simons outside. They get it back. Controls the rebound and the putback.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Mavericks.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, BA, just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And this will give them win number 32 on the year so far.
It's just a great matchup for them. And they're looking for the 4-game season sweep in their next meeting.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Anthony Davis.
Well, the tone was set by him defensively tonight. Recorded a number of blocks, and that was a big difference maker, intimidating the other team.
Now here's Williams. Pass to MP. It's Exum on the wing. He's covered by Grant. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to MP. Here's Marshall. He's covered by Grant. It's rebounded by Grant. Here's Benton. Again, the miss by Portland. MP up top. And so it's the Mavericks taking care of business in this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry.
That's really what I've enjoyed the most.
Now, you mentioned your play style, so what kind of builds do you like running with in the W? Do you like playing as guards or some of the bigs?
I do enjoy the big position. That's what I've typically always done. But this year, I've actually excelled in the guard position, being able to shoot and being able to set up my teammates. So really, depending on the team that I'm playing with, I'll make the adjustment, and that's how we usually succeed.
Who would win in a one-on-one matchup, your guard or Caitlin Clark?
That would be tough. I'd give her some trouble just because my defense is so high. I literally have legend badges down the line for everything defense. So I would make it tough on her, but I'm sure she'd make it tough on me on the other end.
Anybody else you want to give a shout out to?
I just wanted to say thank you to my wife, Heather.
Coming right up, the Kings taking on the Mavericks. The Sacramento Kings, it's a battle between teams with championship DNA. It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports. Is now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Irving is out there with MP. Then there's Daniel Gafford. Then there's Davis, and it's Washington in at the 3. And for the Kings, DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Levine is out there with Monk, and it's Valanciunas in at the 5 spot. Here we go. The three-point shot, so important in today's NBA, and a major part of the game plan, Greg, for both of these teams.
And we can expect to see a high volume of shots from beyond the arc in this one. I'm looking for whichever squad is able to create more havoc and throw the opposing shooters off their rhythm.
Well, Kyrie may be the best finishing guard in the history of the game. His ability to contort his body or spin the basketball, ridiculous.
And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for Dallas. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Sacramento.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
Monk kicks to DeRozan. In the corner, Murray with it. Just 5 to shoot. Driving in. Kick out to Levine. The three-pointer off the mark. And here are the Mavericks now, fresh from a win against Portland.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
On the wing, Levine lets it go with a 3. Again, Levine missing.
and you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And the dunk by MP.
Well, MP sensed his opportunity and did not hold back on the drive.
Sacramento's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Here's DeRozan. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. Now in the later stages of his career, Greg, DeMar DeRozan continues to be a master from the mid-range.
Kevin, we all know he loves that area of the floor. And what makes him so effective, the footwork. He's so good at backing guys down and creating space to get that jumper off.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
When it's all said and done for Kyrie, the handle, the creativity, and the big shot making always will stand out.
DeRozan, and it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Nothing going right on the offensive end. 0 for 4 from the field.
And Gafford throws it down.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Here's Murray, and Davis sends it back.
A two-way star, AD has led the league in shot blocking on multiple occasions.
MP, good.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Wow, they've come out strong, control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
Timeout is called, first of the game for Sacramento. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
I'll tell you this, it looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
Monk outside. They need this. And the rejection by Gafford.
Boy, you see the great timing of Daniel Gafford on the defensive end.
And it's DeRozan missing.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
The shot's good from Gafford. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
Here's Washington, now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
I tell you, Monk has some bunnies on it. I mean, he leaps up there with ease to throw that one down. The D has got to be a little bit more aware of his athleticism.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Washington, that's good.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
The Kings trail by 15. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Valanciunas dishes to DeRozan. It's good, he scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Yeah, one of the great mid-range scorers in the game, DeMar DeRozan, getting to work.
Here's Irving, got a hand on it. Monk with the ball. He's coming off a 28-point game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
He was also an excellent setup man as well. This guy was cutting the defense to shreds with incredible passing.
With his strength, it isn't easy to upset Valanciunas with a little contact. You're going to have to get a lot more physical than that.
Davis surveying the floor. Back to MP. Pass to Davis. Shot clock at 6. Shot from 12. Here's Gafford. And he banks in the layup. Gafford's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And already they've staked out a noticeable in terms of aggression and controlling in the backfield.
Washington against DeRozan. Doesn't go that time.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have them, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks, guys. The Kings were not complacent this summer. They have added all-star DeMar DeRozan in a sign and trade. He brings even more firepower to an offense that was already among the league's best. And in the loaded Western Conference, the Kings knew they had to make moves to stay in the fight. DeRozan is one of the biggest signings in Kings franchise history.
Oh, the power on that prudent.
Well, multiple-time winner of the slam dunk contest, Levine has got a creative streak.
Irving, good. Irving's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Here's DeRozan. A rebound by Washington.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Davis down low. Murray on him. Score the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. And when you look at P.J. Washington, his value, DB, lies in his defensive versatility.
Well, he's cross-positional. You can switch virtually every position with him on the defensive end. There's a strong physical presence, but maybe my favorite attribute is he's fearless. There's a toughness and an edge, and boy, you give him a big shot to take, he's not going to hesitate.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Sabonis, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Kyle comes in for Keegan Murray. Carter, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Ellison for Monk. MP finds Irving. MP outside. Now, here's Marshall. 9-point game, his last outing. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Carter against Irving. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. Mavericks making a switch here. Dinwiddie's checked in. Kicks it out to Ellis.
Dinwiddie.
Carter on the wing. Here's the 3. Second shot opportunity. Sabonis' shot is off.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Here's Marshall, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Marshall's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Sacramento Kings. Outside, Levine. Plenty of space. That will not drop. Still looking for his groove. He's 1 of 6 so far from the floor.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
And Thompson kicks to MP. On the wing, Thompson. 11 points for him in that last game against Portland. Here's Lively. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Sabonis, the pass to Carter. It's rebounded by Dallas. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Guys, I did have a chance to talk with the head coach of the Kings. Coach said how much he admires Klay Thompson, saying, that guy is a champion. Coming back from 2 years away, Thompson's still one of the best two-way guards in the league. Nothing but respect for Clay, and there's zero argument here. Thompson surely a future Hall of Famer. Guys?
Thank you, David.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
And Thompson gets it to go.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Pass to Carter. Back to Ellis. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Thompson passes to Lively and finished off by Lively.
This is why you let Lively go to work inside. Such an exceptional athlete.
Sacramento's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight.
And let's take a look now at some stats for Levine. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so, getting around 24 points per, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. Even if you key in on him all game, he still finds a way to get his numbers.
Right, the skill, the awareness, the physical ability, it's all there, and that's what makes this guy so hard to check.
To the wing right side. Marshall with it. Lyles there. Marshall can't hit. And for Sacramento, they're shooting in the early going here. Pretty dreadful, 22%. Ellis can't get it to go.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Ellis down low, covered by MP. Ellis, that's good.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Over to the wing. Here's Marshall, and another basket for Dallas.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Levine. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Lakers.
And his passing was simply amazing. A lot of fun to watch.
And that's it for the first quarter. What's been a very lopsided game. Mavericks ahead, just dominating this one. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And quite a position here for the Mavericks to be in. What do you think, guys?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
The post pair for him will be Murray and Sabonis. Monk is out there with Levine, and it's DeRozan in at the small forward. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Passes it to Sabonis. Kicks it to Levine. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And that one, good. Davis has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And Davis shoots a high percentage because he's so adept at playing to his strengths.
Monk for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Davis has got his 8th rebound here tonight. It's MP, top of the key. Down low. And it takes him. That time on the assist by MP.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Levine dishes to DeRozan. And Lively pulls it down. For Dallas, they've gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. MP, no good. And so Monk will bring it up. for Sacramento. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. Does not score again. That's his fourth miss against one make. Irving kicks to MP. And there's the pass to Davis. That's his fourth basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
On its way from DeRozan for 2. Offensive rebound. Mavericks have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. And the dunk by MP.
That's MP with some bad intentions on his way to the cup.
On the wing, Levine, covered by MP. Monk, no one around him. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Monk's got 5 now.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Exum with it. DeRozan's there. Got it. Nice one there from Exum.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Outside DeRozan from downtown. The Mavericks pull it in. Davis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Lively. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. 6 points for him.
Well, this is why you run your offense through MP. That's just a nice setup for his teammate.
Inside. And Levine throws it down.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Irving passes to MP. Davis against Murray. Lively trying to break loose. And Davis gets it to go.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Thiem passes to Sabonis. Dishes to DeRozan. Rebounded by Exum. Here's Dallas. They're on a 16-5 run here. Here's Irving. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
First.
So it's the Dallas Mavericks holding it
That's
on
the end of the first half with the score. Your Kings 34, the Mavericks 79.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, you know, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd.
Kyrie Irving.
They've got Daniel Gafford.
3 points.
P.J. Washington is out there with Davis. Then there's Irving. And it's MP in at the shooting guard. Outside, Levine. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Dallas has gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Monk against Irving. Outside, Davis. Banked in off the glass.
Anthony Davis.
Davis has got 12 points in the game.
Yeah, the added muscle Davis has put on, helping him on these tough finishes, flexing on him there.
Here's Valanciunas. Kick out to Levine. Outside DeRozan. Back to Levine. And Levine throws it down.
Oh, what a finish by Zach Levine. Off his feet in a hurry, folks.
And for the Mavericks, they're shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. Washington inside. DeRozan's there. Good work there as it goes. He's got 15.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
The Kings shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. Takes it from 10. Good. He hits the jump shot.
I tell you, that jumper of Levine, so pure looking when he's in rhythm.
Irving with the bounce pass. Now Washington. He's got 15. Here's Davis. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
Brilliant second half start. 4 for 4 from the field. Can't ask for any better.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. For 3, Levine sinks the three-pointer.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Irving kicks to MP. Washington inside. Guarded by Levine. It's good.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
And stolen by MP. To the right side. Here's Washington, and Dallas again with the bucket.
I tell you, he's making everything he looks at tonight. He should be their #1 option on every possession.
Washington against DeRozan. And the foul on Daniel Gafford. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, the Mavericks. And here is Monk.
Wow, tremendous defense by Gafford right there. To get that stop without fouling, that is great work.
Murray with it. Picked up by Davis. Shot clock at 5. Tries again. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis has got 11 rebounds in the game. Irving dishes to MP. Back to Irving. And no good that time. Nice D from Levine. Murray outside. Again, the miss by the Kings.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
They get the rebound. Irving's shot is good. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Pass to Valanciunas. And the rejection by Gafford. And the jam by Levine. The Mavericks have gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. DeRozan against Washington. MP kicks to Washington. Nice D from Levine. Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Well, Daniel Gafford has carved out Doris a role in this league with his hustle, his intensity, and his rim protection.
All of those things you just mentioned, Kevin, are skills. He plays hard on both ends. Gafford can defend the paint. He's going to crash the glass. He's going to run the floor. Listen, figure out how you can fit and do your job.
Pass to Washington. Three-pointer. Another